creating new Christian churches.
Who cares? I had nothing to do with it. It was that Martin Luther guy.
Yeah, he nailed the 95 Theses on the door of the Wittenberg Church.
He attacked the doctrines and authority of the church.
So the answer is Counter-Reformation?
Correct.
Yes!
Well, I believe at this time Napoleon had complete control over the continent of Europe.
Yes,
It'd be
yes.
because Napoleon wanted to expand his power outside the continent.
And in order to do that, he must isolate Britain. So therefore,
It
answer is
must,
Britain.
yes, it must be Britain.
Britain.
It's Britain.
Correct.
Good job, good job, good job.
Good job, Luther. Who cares? Democracy would solve all of our political problems.
No, let's try dictatorship.
They're all hypocrites. They write one thing and then write another one, like Voltaire, who wrote against the war but then would sell out and write to praise Catherine the Great's expansion of Russia.
He just likes to be known as a literary confidant of the Empress.
Anyways, the answer is enlightened absolutism.
Correct.
Yes! Yes!
Let's check back the score.
The score is now 10-5 with Team 1 in the lead. And you know what? Enlightened absolutism is great, but they still continue to ignore women's rights.
Well, as the population expanded, so did the need for consumer goods.
Right, and I believe clothing was a very important consumer good obviously,
Clothing.
at that time.
The clothing industry was revolutionized by the water frame. So therefore, it must be the textile industry.
Is that our final answer?
Yes, yes, Dr. Weber, the textile industry.
Correct.
Good job, good job, good job.
Good job, Luther.
Let's check back with the score where things are starting to tighten up here.
That's right. Teams are tied with 10-10. And you know what? I'm sick and tired of the textile industry. Women are always getting paid low wages and put in unskilled positions. We can do the same thing as men can, but yet we don't get recognized for our abilities.
In the Netherlands, many people lived in cities rather than any other European area.
I personally think they weren't very successful at all.
What?
I said I personally think they weren't very successful at all.
The Dutch fishermen supplied most of the fish for the continent.
The success of the Dutch came from their new ideas of farming and trade.
Correct.
Yes!
Well, rising wages would lead to a growing population.
Well, and then the growing population would lead to then a decline in wages, thus completing the cycle.
Pretty sure that was Robert Owens.
I think it was Thomas Malthus.
No, I believe it was Owens.
So we better go with Owens.
Owens.
Final answer. Incorrect. Team 1.
Oh, that's Ricardo.
Correct.
Yes! What's his name? He read the Leviathan? He saw people as materialistic and mechanical, correct?
Yes. And he believed society needed to have a contract with their ruler to prevent corruption.
Yes, his name was Thomas Hobbes.
That's it.
Oh, yes.
Correct.
Yes! Yes!
Let's check back with the score where Team 1's trying to get a little bit ahead here.
That's right. The score is now 20-10 with Team 1 in the lead. And I have to say, I don't agree with Thomas Hobbes.
Oh, yes, the NEP. Back in 1914, the NEP was created to stabilize the countryside and improve the industrial side of the country. Vladimir Lenin.
Correct.
Well, I know there was the Danish War, the Austro-Prussian War, and the Franco-Prussian War, but I couldn't say who's most responsible.
I think it was Otto von Bismarck.
Right, it was Otto von Bismarck.
Final.
Yes.
Correct.
Well, that practice would be called wet nursing. Many upper-class women turned to this practice, so they wouldn't have to devote every minute of their lives where their child was an infant to caring for that child. It's sort of like the daycare of that age.
Correct.
I don't know. Begins there.
I think the dual monarchy became Austria-Hungary.
So the other country was Hungary.
Okay, it was Hungary.
Final. Correct.
Well, they accepted the classics over the medieval church teachings.
The scholars look to the past to try to solve the present problems.
And yes, I believe Erasmus was an important figure at the time, and he looked at the Greek classics.
Bunner. It was humanism.
Yes, I believe that is correct.
Final.
Yeah.
Correct.